Alrighty, hello and welcome. Good morning, Dino, everybody. This is an absolutely fantastic match I had just on my lunch break before I started and finalized the list that you may have seen. The Queen is back. It was pretty fantastic. Oh man, we saw Ghalta pretty much every game. Definitely check that list out. But this match is absolutely fantastic. We persevere through some thought seizes and just showcasing the potential of a lot of nice bodies against Abzan midrange. I feel it was probably something like Abzan midrange. Definitely having a couple Topiary stompers, lots of lands. There's always the potential, if you can pair two of them together, there's a pretty good chance that you're likely going to get to 7 lands and 3 for a 4/4 vigilance. That's also ramping. That's pretty darn good, I think. Graveyard Trespasser, nice being at a 3/3. Hopefully, eventually, certainly Topiary Stomper is going to be able to pressure that quite nicely. Certainly wanted to go with this second one just to make sure that I get to 7 lands next turn, and then I'm also able to swing with both Topiaries. Having Vigilance definitely is quite nice, not being so open. Oh, they looked at one. Something bad's about to happen. Ooh, okay, not too bad. Not too worried about a 3/2 at the moment, but Tireless Tracker definitely gets big fast, potentially. Yeah, use up as much mana as possible this turn. Ripjaw Raptor next turn will have haste, which is quite nice. Possibly Ghalta, that would be good as well. I was pretty happy to trade with Graveyard Trespasser there. I was probably going to trade anyways, either with the Tireless Tracker or the Graveyard Trespasser, so might as well be as aggressive as possible and not... Yeah, just pretty much take them out. Siege Rhino, that has oftentimes been pretty problematic. It's pretty good, a 4/5. They gain 3, we lose 3. Really chips away, especially if they can bounce the Siege Rhino, which I've seen some Yorion decks or just blinking in general, bouncing that card and some other pretty fantastic enter the battlefield stuff. Siege Rhino gets the job done. But dinos get the job done better. That thing's getting pretty big. And they're drawing lots of stuff, so definitely I think they probably got some removal, I would imagine. We don't need more lands, that's for sure, my goodness. Didn't really want to trade with the Tireless Tracker, and I knew it could go to a 6/5 there, so it would trade and live blocking anybody, unfortunately, since everyone was at 4 power there. Ooh. Oh, yikes. It's going to be pretty hard to punch through that eventually. Oh, more lands. Nuts. Nuts, I say. Thumbs up. You gotta love it. All I have is lands. Take 2. Yes, I mean, of course we can't bluff. We have something nice to maybe save one of our creatures. Something like Blossoming Defense and whatnot. But moments like that, when all you have is lands in hand, it's good. It's not so good at the moment. 8/7. Nasty. Well, try and draw something, hopefully a Ghalta. That was my plan at least, and I really didn't want to take 8. Carnage Tyrant, pretty nice. Oh. That's pretty decent. I'm just going to attack because I think that should work. Again, like they say, math is certainly for blockers, but that was pretty fantastic right there. 6 for 7/6, trample hexproof haste, and 2 for 12/12 trample haste. That's a lot of power. Definitely the trample comes in handy here. The life gain from Kalitas could be... that could throw things off a little bit. Oh, and getting... Oh, yes. No, that is... that's going to do it. Down to 1. Alrighty. I just kept it the same. Figured I'll try and go as fast as possible. It seems like they have maybe just a lot of creatures and... yeah. Maybe not so much interaction. Probably fatal pushes. A lot of fatal pushes and maybe brought in all the removal they have in the sideboard. But that looks like a good... Oh. Definitely getting rid of Huntmaster, I would imagine. I usually always assume they get rid of the turn 2 play. Unless they do have Fatal Push to kill it. Well, at least we're going to do something on turn 3. It's always nice having Wayward Swordtooth, Topiary Stomper. Good. Definitely get the Wayward down. If I didn't have another land in hand, I certainly would have gone with Ripjaw Raptor instead, but just so that I can ramp slightly and, well, hopefully get to a 10 permanents for Wayward and 7 lands for Topiary, start applying some pressure. Marauding, good stuff. I like it. Ripjaw, yeah. Classic, fantastic. And it gets us to 10 permanents for Wayward, which is pretty good against the Siege Rhino, I think. It certainly does the trick. Ouch. Ooh. Oh, again? We've seen that guy quite a bit. I just feel like Carnage Tyrant is a big trampoline threat, hexproof, so should survive whatever they want to throw at us. They could maybe recover from this, but I think it's they could sweep us, potentially. They would have conceded if they didn't have anything. Oh! That's, well, that... oh! Regisaur? Ghalta? Maybe. Oh boy. Palace Tracker, that's not gonna save you. Another Tireless Tracker, definitely not gonna save you. I mean, they're getting a bunch of clues, but that's still not doing a whole lot for them. Ghalta, let's go. Big. Trample. Haste. Boom. Dead. Ooh. That's the ultimate payback. Having that Regisaur Alpha, the Ghalta, hate. Alrighty, yeah, I'm just keeping her the same again. Let's get her done. That was pretty spectacular, I would say, but certainly having the Regisaur Alpha, hasty, giving Ghalta haste. Hopefully Huntmaster can give Ghalta haste, but of course Huntmaster dies a lot more easily than Regisaur Alpha, so pairing the two maximum chances for haste, maximum aggression, maximum power. Gets the job done. Usually. Hopefully you have something to protect Huntmaster, but the stream I just did, I cut basically all protection. Didn't really use Tamiyo's safekeeping or blossoming defense, anything like that. But the list coming up tonight, it's pack and blossoming defense. Something that increases power could save a creature and then also still help to cast Ghalta by temporarily having that boost. So I'm actually quite excited for that, because removal, single target interaction, that was pretty painful last night, to say the least. Pretty good acceleration there. Well, I mean, we got value out of Wayward Swordtooth at the very least, and we have the potential of hasty Shifting Ceratops coming up, which is quite fantastic. Let's go. I think if this was the only Shifting Ceratops, I definitely would have maybe considered not attacking, but just getting rid of the Siege Rhino, we got lovely backups next turn. We got the potential of Carnage Tyrant as well, if it makes sense to do so. They're running low on stuff, and we got fantastic bodies. Figured Topiary Stomper. We're going to get to 7 lands, so he's fantastic. Stable ramp. Able to trade nicely with either the Graveyard Trespasser or Kalitas, which I'm quite happy about. They wouldn't double block because, of course, I would take out Kalitas, and then that would just really slow things down for them. Oh. Starting to chip away. Good stuff. I'm not sure why they would attack. Maybe they have something to do and they could take out Carnage Tyrant. A little bit worried about a Meat Hook Massacre, which would now take out Carnage. They could do that. Nuts. Okay, just a Siege Round. Interesting. Not too sure why they swung with the Graveyard Trespasser, though. Double Carnage, double wins, and that's painful. Again, if they wanted to double block, it's nice. We take out Kalitas. We still got the backup Carnage Tyrant to continue the pain and suffering. Thoughtseize, whew. We got lots of bodies. There's nothing much you can do about that. Probably don't have 2 Thoughtseizes in hand, I would imagine. But we would still at the very least have Topiary Stomper, which is pretty decent. Oh, this is good. Able to go Topiary Stomper. Plus, still have 5 to give this Shifting Ceratops haste. That's where it's at, and that's how you get it done. Ouch. Dead. Just such a lovely thing having the Topiary Stompers with Vigilance. Man, that is... I love it. Oh. Bam. There you go. Woo. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I certainly did, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.